Now, a lot of you want to become a rapper, a singer, or any kind of artist, really, because maybe they're a fan of the art, or maybe you just want to get girls. I was going to say something much worse. It doesn't matter what your motivation is, the default outcome of your desire to become a professional rapper, for example, is going to be that you fail. In this video, I'll tell you why that is, and then I will show you a principle that you can use and overwrite this default setting. So in the beginning, you're incredibly excited to start, right? You're at the stage where it's called unconscious incompetence. Like, you don't know that you're bad, but you're very excited about what could go right, and you make your first song or your first quatrain, and then you show it to your family, your cousins, your friends. You show it to your mother, and she's like, "Oh my God, Daniel, you're incredible." Bro, I can't believe I'm doing this. Look at me. "Oh my goodness, Daniel, you are talented. You're like your grandfather. He used to sing as well, but you, my God, even if you talk about bitches and drugs, wow, you're doing it with so much skill. Oh my goodness, I'm so proud of you. You should publish this." Is my female voice good enough? Daniel. But then what happens is that you choose to publish that song, and then nobody cares, right? But in your mind, you've already bought the Rolls Royce. You're already touring with that song that you wrote, and now you're at this second stage of the journey. Okay, welcome. You're gonna be here for a while. Now at this stage, be prepared for life face fucking you. Okay, for quite a while. I mean, just putting it all in. Just the whole motherfucking thing, okay, for a long time. And I'll tell you why. It's because you don't know what you're doing, man. And the moment that you publish something, you're competing with Nicki Minaj, you're competing with 50 Cent, Rick Ross, you're competing with everybody. It's not just your mommy and daddy and your cousin. You're like, "Oh man, he's fire. I got burns." No, man. You suck, okay? And now the one thing that you have to understand is that the deeper you go into a field, the more details you uncover, okay? And the more details there are, that means that the more details there are for you to manipulate. So basically, you thought that you could only write full bars, but then all of a sudden you're like, "Oh, what? I can do half and then a full bar? Oh wow, I'm gonna write like this." And then you realize that, "Oh man, maybe I can flow from this bar to the next one, and maybe I can do internals as well. Oh, maybe I can sing here." And all of these, you uncover them slowly and one by one, and you have to try. The thing is that you have a special combination of variables that would work for you, that is based on your upbringing, on your energy, on like who you are, your character, what you talk about, what beats you like. And you cannot figure that out all of a sudden. I believe it's impossible. All of a sudden somebody picks up a pen and starts writing like Eminem. It doesn't work. And well, in my case, not to make this about me, but I started out and my friends were like, "Oh man, you have a cool voice, or you can rap. And I'm like, "I can?" I'm like, "Oh man, I can do this." And all of a sudden, I'm there thinking I'm the next Jay-Z, I'm already in my mind, like what car I'm gonna drive. Can you imagine how dumb I am? Like, oh man, I'm like deciding. I'm still eating noodles, okay? But I'm deciding, man, is it gonna be the Rolls Royce or the Bentley? Still eating the noodles, okay? Maybe it's gonna be the Continental. It brings the best of my character. I'm more, refined. The Rolls Royce more. No. The moment that you publish your song, bro, the best thing you can hope for is for people to hate it, get a reaction from somebody. But 9 times out of 10, nobody cares. Nobody cares, bro. Nobody cares. It's kind of like farting in a storm. All right? It's the same thing with you publishing your first songs. Bro, I'm telling you. So in that second stage of your journey, everything that can go wrong will go wrong, right? Your expectations will be decimated. Your desires of, a get rich quick scheme by making a hit song and starting to tour, this is going to be a fantasy now, okay? It's going to be somewhere in the Lord of the Rings next to Frodo, but that's okay, all right? Because your dream is your dream, not because it's going to give you an easy life, but because it's going to evolve you into a better version of yourself. This is my belief, because my dream has never been, it's torturous, it's very hard, but in my eyes, the meaning of life is evolution. You can see it in science, you can see it in technology, you can see it in nature, you can see it in all of those self-development gurus and whatever. You can see it in business. It's all about evolution, improving. And since everything is a microcosm of itself, right? You can see the human in the cosmos, and you can see the cosmos in the human. That means that your dream is there to evolve you. So you are going to be attracted to something that is going to give you the exact challenges needed for your evolution, right? And this is not happening consciously, it's happening subconsciously. You're attracted to different things subconsciously because your being knows this path is going to be very hard, very challenging, but if I keep on it, it's going to evolve me the most, when you compare it to other paths. So know that, all right? And now I'm going to give you I'm going to share with you the principle that has helped me stay on that course for such a long time. So the principle is, at least what I call it, is the 3 pillars of success, okay? It's hard work daily, long hours, constant improvement, and patience. Those are the 3 pillars of success. Hard work every day, constant improvement, patience. And I'm going to explain to you why. Now, with hard work every day, you get the productivity, okay? You get into what you want, and the more time you spend in it, the more familiar you become. And quality comes out of quantity, all right? So the more songs you make, the better each song would get, and the more refined you will become, because it's kind of like every other skill, really. The more you do it, the better you become. But you have to have that. Dedicate long hours to do what you do, all right? To write songs. The second pillar is constant improvement. Always tweaking. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do that. How can I improve this? How can I say this that way? Maybe I should start my songs this way. Maybe I should sing a little bit here. Maybe I should change my vocal tone a little bit. And you're always tweaking, tweaking stuff, settings. And as I said, the deeper you are into a field, the more settings there are to tweak. So you got to be like those crazy. I imagine Dr. Dre is like this with his, instrumentals, with his beat. Like, okay, I'm gonna have 1 dB here, and then 0.3 dB that way, and then you got to do it like that. And then patience is because this process takes a long time until you find what works for you, until you find this combination of techniques that when you deliver them, people enjoy them and are willing to spend their time watching you apply those techniques. Those are the 3 pillars, man. And I'll tell you what's gonna happen. Now, what will happen is that you see like slow upticks, and then random falls. This is gonna take years, okay? Where you try and you get better, but then you try something else, and then all of a sudden you suck again. And then you build on that, and then you learn how that you shouldn't do, the last change. And then you go up a little bit, and then up a little bit, and then up, and you're thinking, oh man, this is it. I have it. I have the formula, and then you try something else, and then everything crumbles, and then you build again and again and again, and then it crumbles again, you know. But when you have that mindset, when you have that principle installed, while you are on this ride of hard work, improvement, and patience, your competitors, other wannabe rappers, man, you think if they don't have that, they're just gonna stay in? This is like running a marathon. You know how hard it is when you're at mile 15? Bro, you wanna kill yourself. Nothing in your body wants to continue, but you keep going because you decided that you will finish. Now, it's the same with this principle that I'm showing you. It doesn't matter how much it hurts, but you know that it works. And it works. So you just gotta weather the storm, man. You just gotta keep going. And other people who don't do this, they're gonna fall out. Because it's rational for you to fall out. Because nobody wants torture. Nobody's into that. You know what I mean? Nobody likes that. So that's how you can be different, and that's how you can be the 1% or the 5% that actually make it. Basically, you have to learn how to struggle longer than others until you find the method to your madness. And if you don't choose to do that, if you don't choose to install that principle into your mindset, you'll be like, you know, these people where they start something and they're so motivated and enthusiastic, and they work hard, and yeah, and then the moment that they face reality, they drop off, they drop out, and go to the next thing that will give them this surge of enthusiasm. Oh man, I'm gonna be a rapper now, okay? I made a song, my family loves it, we're gonna make this happen. Nah man, this is not my bag, man. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be an entrepreneur, okay? We're gonna have water bottles all over the world, check me out. Nah man, this wasn't it, bro. Too much competition. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be a porn actor. Bro, Pornhub is popping right now. We're gonna make this happen. My penis is big. I can just, motorboat between boobies like I'm coming from hell. We can do this. And then nothing happens. Again. They're like these dudes who want to go to parties but don't want to come in early to set it all up, and don't want to stay late to help the host clean up. They just want the rush with this enthusiasm that happens in the beginning stage of any new endeavor. You know, they want to feel this unconscious incompetence. You know, and they like it because they're like, oh man, I'm good. It's kind of like, you have these people who walk tough and they think that they're Superman, when in reality they're unconsciously incompetent. Hey, don't mess with me, man. Don't mess with me, okay? I know how to throw a left hook. I've been in 3 fights. One time I fought the granny, made her suffer. We know how to do this. Don't mess with me. Don't mess with me. Because they're like fighters out there. They can decimate them. They can just annihilate them. But nah, on this street, this is my street. These people go from thing to thing to thing to thing. But what happens eventually is that they deteriorate. Because they don't produce anything. Because you just go from one thing where you're incompetent, and then you face reality and you're like, nah, this is not for me. This is not my bag. I'm not meant for this. And then you go to the next thing, and then you go to that emotional high that the unconscious incompetence gives you. You go there and you're like, nah. And then you go to the next thing and you do the same thing until your mother says or your father says, listen, okay, you're 30 now. Leave, okay? Me and your father would like to have sex every day. The washing machine is there. We've been eyeing it for a long time. We can't do this while you're in the house, okay? We need our privacy. Leave. Or if you're by yourself, you just gotta get a job, man. And guess what? you get a job, you get that service job, whatever job you get comfortable with a paycheck, and then your hunger for a career as an artist, in my eyes at least, would slow down. You know, you'd be like, yeah, maybe that would be my hobby, which is all right. Okay, I don't knock it. But if you truly want to do this, you just gotta install this 3-pillar principle into your mind, into your psyche, and just be tough while you're figuring it out. Okay, I made a graphic for you to remember this principle, and you can see it right now. I have a collection of these principles in my book. You can check it out as well. And that was it. Thank you very much for watching, man. I hope that helped. See you next time.